And welcome back. Nick and Joe, you guys did a little experiment with the heat today.
That's right, and even though it didn't quite hit 90 degrees, still very important to heed some specific warnings, especially when it comes to cars and enclosed areas.
And you know, we've heard it before, don't leave pets, elderly, children, or anything like that inside of a hot car. It can be very dangerous.
And it got pretty hot today, but nothing record-breaking. But it was hot enough to make the inside of the car almost 190 degrees. That's enough to bake some cookies, and that's exactly what we did today. We baked up a small batch on the dashboard. It's pretty hot out here, but wait until you see how hot it is inside of this car. Take a look. We're going to measure the dashboard with this thermometer, and right now it's registering at about 165, over 170 on the dashboard.
Well, that seems hot enough to make some cookies. We took a pan, some parchment paper, and some dough, and off we go. Car's dashboard is preheated to around 160 degrees, and the rest of the car came in between 130 and 150 degrees. And 3 hours later, our cookies are done. Now, they didn't get hot enough to turn brown and caramelize, but they were hot enough to kill any salmonella. After a quick temperature check, they're ready to go. But now the real question is, how did they taste?
Butter and stuff, but...
Did it sound good?
Yeah. It tastes kind of like the cookie dough you would find in cookie dough ice cream. It was basically cooked cookie dough.
There was something missing. It wasn't very hard. It wasn't like a soft cookie. It was just mushy.
The slow cooking process ended up producing a pretty good tasting cookie, I thought.
Now, the whole point of this experiment is to show how dangerously hot a car can get. During the cookie bake, some parts of the car measured almost 190 degrees. At these temperatures, even for a short period of time, this car would be a death trap.
But it just goes to show you that you don't need record-breaking high temperatures to create dangerous situations, especially in enclosed cars. Even on days when we only have a high temperature of 60 or 70 degrees, an enclosed vehicle can get dangerously hot within a short amount of time. So
Now, pop quiz. On average, what kills more people each year? Tornadoes? Flooding? Lightning? Or heat? Well, believe it or not, the National Weather Service says heat is the #1 killer, claiming the lives of an average of 123 people every year. But with proper precautions, you don't have to be a statistic.
keep yourself hydrated. If you have to be out during the peak heating of the day, keep a hat on. That'll help keep you out of the direct sun. Try and find a shaded area, and again, limit those strenuous outdoor activities.
Now, that fudge pop was a statistic. It fell to the heat.
We wasted a fudge pop.
But I mean, what an interesting way to prove a very important point. Like, you can't leave anything
You know,
in the
I was
car.
shocked when I stuck the thermometer gun in there and it literally popped up. It flashed 189 for just a brief second. And I was just like, I did not think that was possible.
And even other surfaces, like if you're at a park, at the slides, I mean, you really have to test that first, because some of those metal slides, I mean, they really heat up very quickly in intense sunlight like we saw today. Tomorrow it's going to be a similar situation here in the Twin Tiers, if not a couple degrees warmer, and then we break the heat and humidity behind a cold front by Thursday. So we'll get to the forecast now, and again, it is muggy outside tonight, and it looks like some relief on the way.